Check. It's Friday night.
Prophecy, 15,000 watts of power.
You are locked into the prophecy.
It's a revolution. I'm a rebel to the system. Try to trap me down, but us rebels stand strong together. Sing on! It's a revolution. I'm a rebel to the system. Try to trap me down, but us rebels stand strong together.
Like to the rebel, yet me are the real rebel. We don't wanna back by me, just tell them to circle. Drop it up, but feel them hot like letters. Divide them hot like karate kettle. The sound system is a beat and up. You don't divide them rock and rock. The sound system is a beat and up. You don't divide them rock and rock.
Yes. Tonight I got a great show planned for you. First up, representing Solvent and Hospital Recordings, I got the one and only Hugh Hardy. He'll be sitting down with Prophecy MC Valiant for a little meet and greet. Special guest mix tonight, I've got the one and only Dungeon Crew coming in from Line Dub International, Renegade Hardware, and of course Liquid and Gunshot Recordings.
We're turning up the levels, we're breaking down the devils. The vibe is alive and thriving, jumping through the system. We're turning up the levels, breaking down the devils, 'cause we are
Nice job around me and they go then touch. The girl said for me sweet like syrup. Just like a heart, them a real and kick up. Just like a song in the plastic fire. Rebel to the sound, back to the marrow, back to the bone. The love how me sound. Rebel to the sound, back to the marrow, back to the bone. The love how me sound.
It's a rebel.
Sounds of Parley B, Luke Smith, and A Audio. This one's called Rebel Music.
I'm a rebel to this.
Brand new V Recordings. Lots of music in store, so stick around.
But just rebels stand strong together. It's a revolution. I'm a rebel to the system. Got to trap me down. But just rebels stand strong together.
In the background sounds of Watch the Ride. That one was called Wicked Man. That one's on Rinse. It's out right now. You can go and grab it. Track coming in right now. Brand new DJ Hybrid. This one's called Roughneck Request. about tonight, I'll be touching down at the Wiggle Room for Jurassic Park. Big up my boy Timmy.
Oh yeah, you're me. Roughneck request.
I want to send a special shout out to Ace and the Toronto D&D crew. Last week I played for 360 alongside man like Stranger, Alexa. What a great show. Amazing talent that night. Don't forget, if you're looking for something to do on Sunday.
Oh yeah, you're me. Roughneck request.
We got the prototypes coming in on Sunday. More details on that in just a little bit.
Now that was a misconception, here come the proper intention.
Hey yo, this is Dynamite MC, and when I'm in town, I'm hanging out with Mr. Brown on Prophecy FM 89.5, bringing the vibe, bringing the heat. That's what we do. Yeah. Bullet.
This one's by Dubhead, and it's called Your Style. tuning in right now is called Jack in the Box, and this is brand new Conrad Subs. This one is so good. At 11 o'clock, we got Dungeon Crew special guest mix tonight. Lots of exclusives, I'm told, so you don't want to miss it. Shouts to Will and Gord.
This is Andy C from Ram Records, and you're locked into Mr. Brown on Prophecy FM.
Is by Toronto's own NC17 alongside Quadrant. This is brand new on Dispatch. It's called Sleepless. Great tune. This is taken from the Enter the Violence album. Brand new on Dispatch right now. Dungeon Crew actually have a track alongside NC17 on that. So you should go pick it up because all of it's great.
We don't follow the flow, we created it. 89.5 FM, Real Radio.
Scared the sheep, that's why man don't like it deep.
Sounds of Winslow. This one's out on Hospital. It is called Plastic Smiths, and this is the VIP.
Broken English Manchester for life. And when I'm not chilling around your mums, I was eating vegetarian poutine. I'm listening to the sounds of Mr. Brown and Prophecy.
Yes, as I was saying, this Sunday night, September 17th, we got the Prototypes touching down at the Wiggle Room. This one is presented by Toxic Ink Audio. Two Prototypes going to be doing a 2-hour set, so you definitely don't want to miss that. On the night as well, we got the one and only Sick Note. We got Heidi, Pristine, and myself will be touching down. MCs on the night, we got A2, Danger D, and Z. It's a great opportunity to see these guys in a great venue, so check it out, Sunday night. Track coming in right now, brand new Particle. This one's called Foolin'. Big tune.
This is Chris Sue, representing Subtitles and Tactile Vinyl, and you're listening to The Prophecy with the one and only Mr. Brown.
Test 2. This one's out on Critical. one actually came out on Binary Codes back in 2016. Great track. Great seeing you last week too at the 360. Strange just smashed it in case you missed it. But I'm told the mixes will be up shortly. The track in the background is called BB, and this one is Brand New by Waves. It's coming in and it's bad. Don't forget, I got the one like Hugh Hardy coming up next. Just a little bit. We'll be sitting down with our guy MC Valiant. Time Hugh Hardy was in town. I think he played for Church, and it was about 5 years ago. But I could be wrong.
is right here. It's Natural MC. It's Mr. Brown running the sound, putting it down right now. It's 89.5, The Prophecy. Don't touch the dial, cause I said so.
Set you free. All right. This one's a big one, so hang on. Take a second here and give you guys a little heads up on some events that are coming up. Don't forget tonight, if you're around, I'll be playing at the Wiggle Room. This Sunday, the 17th, I will be back at the Wiggle Room for the prototypes. Tickets are available right now. You should go get them. Next Friday night, I'll be touching down at Coda for K9. Shouts to Destiny and Embrace. It's going to be kind of a birthday thing for me. I might be turning a very, well anyways, I'm old.
Vibrations in the music, that feeling. The music created that flow.
I'm going to be touching down with Lush at that one, so that's next Friday night. So come on out.
My mind sees my body. Where the change comes.
And on Friday, October the 13th, for the first time ever for myself, I'll be playing in New York City. I am really looking forward to that. I'll be touching down alongside the D&D NYC radio crew. I'll be playing with my homie Dave Owen. A spot called Dashi over in Brooklyn.
The music created that flow.
I'm really looking forward to it.
I enter the zone. I
Just the Pentacane and the crew for this one. Looking forward to it.
My mind supersedes my body. We're between
And then, of course, on Saturday, October 28th, South Dakota for Freak Out. Not sure if you guys got your Halloween plans ready, but you should get going on it. It's going to feature the return of Dirty Phonics. Definitely not one to be missed. Also on the lineup, we got the one like Polaris, Lush, Remedy, Heidi, and of course myself. Freak Out 2023, don't miss it. Alright, coming up in just a little bit. Representing Solvent. Representing Hospital Recordings. We got the one like Hugh Hardy sitting down with our own MC Valiant. Stick around for that, and just right after that, we got Dungeon Crew doing the guest mix.
So you have a new LP out, the Juicebox LP, and kind of marks a couple of different ways that you are transitioning in some respects. So first off, you're putting it out on Solvent, which, even though it's part of Hospital, the change of imprint itself is kind of significant, considering that everything you put out pretty much that anyone can find would be on Hospital. I'm curious, was the change of imprint their idea or yours?
Yeah, it was their idea. What happened is Hospital and Solvent kind of did a merge, and Hospital bought into Solvent, basically. And yeah, Solvent's run by a guy called Joe, who's actually the nephew of Chris, who runs Hospital. So
Joe Goss, right?
Joe Goss and Chris Goss. Yeah, it's very much a kind of a family connection. So when the two labels sort of did this merger, I guess Hospital were looking for artists that might be able to transition over, and I was a good candidate for that. I think that I knew Joe from before. He was a friend, and I had actually released a couple of tunes on Solvent already. One was a remix, maybe 2 or 3 actually, a couple of remixes, and like a collaboration. So I was sort of a friend of the label, and yeah, basically it kind of made sense because I'm in a 3-album deal with Hospital, and I did 2 in Hospital, and then it felt like it could be quite interesting to do something a bit different for the 3rd album. So yeah, it was Hospital's idea, and they sort of pitched it to me, and yeah, I was pretty into the idea from the get-go, really.
How has the experience been with this particular album? I know that you moved fairly recently, so what's happening with that, and how did that kind of play into you creating the album?
Yeah, it's been actually a really, really good process, the writing process. The working with Joe much more closely has been fun because he's become actually a really close friend. And we have a very kind of direct relationship where we're just kind of talking all the time and sharing music, and I'm sending him ideas, and we're talking a lot. So it was a very sort of intimate working relationship, which I really liked, and that kept me really motivated. With Hospital, it's a bigger label with a bigger roster of artists, and it was really sick actually with Solvent having this really sort of one-to-one connection with Joe, and Sean is another guy who does a lot of design stuff for the label. So the 3 of us were kind of working very closely together, and yeah, it was like a very sort of hands-on process, and yeah, I felt really motivated working on it.
You bring up talking with Joe back and forth during the writing process, and you know, you are a relatively high-profile artist now obviously on a very high-profile label conglomerate. So is there, when you are writing for an album, is there kind of like an eye towards, I guess for lack of a better way to say this, creating singles that are going to draw a lot of ears and eyeballs to the album? Is that something that you're actually striving for, or are you kind of trying to put tunes together more organically? I asked this because I noticed that you have kind of deviated a bit from kind of the more liquidy style that you are known for. You've got some actual bangers on here. And that kind of, along with the new imprint, marks a bit of a deviation from what you've been doing before. So are you intentionally trying to find some more diverse footing for this?
I think I was definitely trying to make this a more club-friendly record. I've had sort of albums or releases in the past. I look back and I think actually not a whole lot of that I would DJ myself. And so I kind of wanted to have a set of tunes, a lot of which I would definitely want to play in a set. So that was kind of on my mind. Singles are definitely important. And yeah, I try not to be too kind of influenced by the sort of climate, but the scene has changed quite a lot sort of during pandemic and post-pandemic. And these sort of tunes with kind of more obvious impacts are getting better attention. It would be nice to say that I'm totally uninfluenced by that, but it's definitely a factor. So I kind of wanted to make the tunes a little bit more in your face, perhaps, than other stuff. So that was definitely an intention, and I actually really enjoyed that sort of challenge. I have always made darker stuff as well as the Liquid. But yeah, it was sort of more of a sort of direct focus for this album, for sure.
Okay, so actually, there's a couple of things I want to touch on that, but let's go back for a second, because if you Google Hugh Hardie, the number of releases that is on Discogs and stuff like that is relatively few compared to a lot of people that are out there. Let's quickly kind of talk about who and where were you before Hospital, and what were you doing before you actually signed with that label, and kind of how did you get their eye?
Do you know what? It kind of happened quite quickly with Hospital. I think I might have only released. I released a handful of tunes a couple on Liquicity and one on a really small label. And I was pretty new to it. I mean, I had been making music for a long time. I've always been sort of making beats. I kind of got a laptop when I was maybe 14, 15 and got really addicted to just making tunes just for fun at the time. And yeah, I was pretty young. I think I was early 20s when I first signed a tune with Hospital, and from there it progressed quite quickly. So yeah, I didn't have much of a footprint before that. And yeah, but what led to it was Etherwood was on med school at the time, and he did an online mix promoting the Manchester Warehouse project. And he used a tune of mine in that mix, which had been released on a really small drum and bass label. And then from there, somebody in the Hospital office heard it and then got in touch from there. That's how it started.
Do you prefer working on albums, or do you like shorter forms better in terms of the immediacy and the creative energy? I mean, you do have some EPs, and this is now your third album. If you don't count 7 tunes in 7 days. That's kind of rides the line between an EP and an album, right? Mm-hmm. So is creating an album something that you prefer, or do you like the immediacy of like doing an EP better?
I don't know if I prefer one or the other. It's nice kind of swapping back between the two, because once I finish an album, it sort of takes a lot out of you. And the thought of going back to kind of a shorter form 4-track EP is quite refreshing, because you don't have to be so conceptual and you don't have to think it through in such a deep way. But having said that, before this album, I did a series of EPs, and so having worked on these EPs for a while, it was nice to then have a bigger project. So yeah, they are like very different approaches to music production, but I think it's nice. What I like is bouncing back between the two, because then it keeps it fresh.
So now that this album is out, how much are you going to mentally kind of stay connected to it? We're living obviously now in an era, I'd say for at least the past 10 years, where the attention span for especially drum and bass tends to be extremely short. It's like kind of like, you put out a couple of promotional singles and then you put out the album. And then once the album's out, like kind of that's it. In years previous, bands would continue promoting the heck out of that album for a while, or an artist would do the same. And then, videos or singles would continue to be released long after the album was put out. We're living in a different time during streaming, right? So at what point do you start to sort of mentally let go of this project and move on?
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like there'll sort of be a point with the kind of press campaign where it feels like, right, we've kind of pushed it enough. I mean, there's only so much you can post about a release before you're just sort of recycling older material. So I feel like naturally it will come to a point where I think, we'll feel like we've sort of done enough promoting. But yeah, I'd like to keep it going for a while. I guess you're right. We're sort of in a bit of an instant gratification climate where things can feel like they get forgotten about quickly. What I find interesting is the tunes have a really good club life. So I think about DJ sets that I play. I play lots of new stuff, but I'm still playing old tunes from 10 years ago, and they still go off in a club. So I think even though it might feel like when a release is out after a sort of brief amount of time, it feels like it's sort of dropped out of the sort of consciousness of people, in the club circuit, those tunes are still around, So I think like the lifespan of an album, if it's like a well thought through, well made album, is very long actually in the club circuit.
I'm going to take from that you tend to think about the music that you create in terms of what a DJ might play, correct?
Yeah, like a bit of both. But, it's nice to have music that you could listen to while driving or at home cooking or whatever.
Right.
But also, yeah, I mean, it's drum and bass, it's club music. It wants to be like the primary audience is the club. So that's probably the first and foremost kind of driving factor, you know. But at the same time, so it's a good question, actually. It's hard. I guess it depends on the tune. Some tunes I make and I'm like, I know this one's not really a massive sort of player outer, but I want to make something that sort of might sound really beautiful and emotive. Even though I know it's not going to maybe get much DJ action. But then on the flip side, if you make a dark banger, it's not really, exactly home listening maybe, but it's good for the club. So I think it probably depends on the style of the track.
I'm wondering if there's like a folder full of tunes that you have made that really don't fit any of the projects that you've put out. They aren't necessarily drum and bass, or they don't necessarily have the kind of structure that a DJ would play. I mean, are there things like that you're keeping hidden in a vault from us, or?
No, I think if it's a good idea, I'll sort of pursue it, and it will probably make a release. You can sort of tell quite quickly if something's not kind of gonna make the cut, if it's like a bit of a sort of B-side tune or like a tune to be dropped. So I mean, yeah, I've got lots and lots of ideas sat around that are never going to be released. But I would more so think it's not to do with them not being kind of club tunes. It's more just that they're not the strongest ideas.
So, you've obviously played around with like some garage sounds and stuff like that in the last couple of albums. So I'm wondering, are we going to see possibly a bigger project for non-drum and bass tempos in the future?
That would be cool. Yeah, I do kind of dip my toe into other genres, sort of make some hip hop a little bit. And yeah, garage is a genre I'm interested in, and 140 a little bit. I'd sort of quite like to get a bit more into producing 140. No, I've never considered doing a full project. I kind of drum and bass takes up.
I think maybe you should.
Yeah, it would be great. I would actually love to do that. But no, nothing in the near future.
I mean, we are seeing a lot of drum and bass producers starting to deviate from the 170 or 175 BPM. They're starting to slow down again and stuff like that, and start starting to play with like different tempos. So as a fan of music in general, I love to see artists deviate from what they normally do, just to see what happens. So I'm hoping we're going to see that in the future.
Yeah, me too. I make a little bit of other genre stuff, and sometimes it does sort of sneak into releases. But I'm always so blown away by producers that have another alias or multiple aliases, and they release like a drum and bass album, and then they'll put out like a down tempo album or a hip hop album. Or Caliber just came into my head. Obviously, he releases lots of drum and bass, but then he'll put out like a totally a non-174 album, and it's amazing. I've got loads of respect for that kind of thing. I mean, I think I've just never kind of thought about it seriously, but I guess if once you set yourself a target of like, right, I want to make a hip hop album, maybe alongside writing the D&B, it would be more achievable. But I find at the moment I'm definitely quite preoccupied with 174.
Do you ever feel boxed in by that?
Yeah, a little bit, because it's quite formulaic.
So what is and I'm asking you this not only as a producer, but as a DJ, what is to stop you from breaking the formula up a little bit? Partially to, keep it more interesting for the listener, but also for yourself. Are there actual roadblocks in the way that kind of stop you from doing that on a practical level?
I guess, yeah, I mean, I don't want to overcomplicate tunes, and I mean, drum and bass is a formula. Most electronic music sort of follows a certain formula, right. And it's a good question. I mean, yeah, there are artists that sort of pushing the boundaries a bit further, and what's stopping me, I'm not sure really. That's a good question. It would be nice to kind of be potentially more experimental or pioneering with something like sort of musical structures or I don't know, just try to kind of break formulas a bit. At the same time, I do think drum and bass doesn't want to be overcomplicated. It's sort of simple ideas, sort of executed in a nice way, is what makes a good tune in a lot of cases. So that's a good question. Actually, I don't have a great answer for it.
When's the first time you heard drum and bass that you recall hearing it and you started like paying attention to it?
I was probably about 14 or 15. So I grew up in Cambridge, and Cambridge used to be a real hub for D&B, funnily enough. You wouldn't really think it, because you think of drum and bass, you think of Bristol or London or one of the bigger cities up north, like Manchester. But back in the day, there's a number of sort of group of producers who are from here, and they sort of developed this scene. It's Logistics, Newtone, Comics, and a couple of others. And those guys were those guys still are active, but they were all part of this sort of Cambridge scene. And they're a little bit older than me. So when we were all growing up as teenagers, drum and bass was quite omnipresent. When you go to a house party or something, you'd hear it a lot because there was a scene for it here. So I was probably about 14, 15, and I heard old Logistics and old High Contrast, old Hospital stuff, and I was kind of into it quite quickly.
What else were you listening to at the time?
I listened to hip hop mainly.
Okay.
And that still is my main genre, hip hop rap. That I listen to.
Yeah, Toronto, this is Valiant MC, and if you want to hear the rest of my interview with Hugh Hardy, it'll be up on my podcast feed by next week. Stay tuned for details for that on our Instagram at ProphecyFM. In the meantime, everybody, it is now time for the guest mix from the one and only Dungeon Crew here on the Prophecy CIUT 89.5 FM Toronto. Happy Friday, everybody. Here we go.
Keep it locked. Keep it locked. 89.5.
Follow the flow. We created it. 89.5 FM, Real Radio.
try and test my sound. You know, somebody get murder. Yes, not to compensate this original bad sound. Watch out now. We say, killing this song, we are gonna kill them. Killing this song, we are gonna kill them dead. Killing the drum banner, kill them. Killing this song, we are gonna murder the thing. Killing this song, you know that them done. Play a big tune until the morning come. You not understand, just until now. Play a big sound like a trumpet column. Play a big tune until the morning come. You not understand from dusk until dawn. Play a big sound like a trumpet column. Real sound killing business. A trumpet column. Killing this sound, you know that them done. Play a big tune until the morning come. You not understand from dusk until dawn. Play a big sound like a trumpet column. Real sound killing business now. Yeah, try and test my sound. You know, somebody can murder. Yes, not to compensate this original bad sound. Watch out now. We say, killing this song, we are gonna kill them. Killing this song, we are gonna kill them dead. Killing the drum banner, kill them. Killing this song, we are gonna murder the thing. Killing this song, you know that them done. Play a big tune until the morning come. You not understand from dusk until dawn. Play a big sound like a trumpet column. Real sound killing business. Run. Let this sound play, you know that them done. Play a big tune until the morning come. You not understand from dusk until dawn. Play a big sound like a trumpet column.
Keep it locked, 89.5. Keep it locked, 89.5. Keep it locked, keep it 89.5. 89.5. 89.5.
represent for the dungeon. Yeah! Some boy if you know say this a dungeon. Some boy if you know say man a champion. Car and him gonna man and that dead blood clot. Man I want to know a dead man. Hey! Let me tell you something. Well, girl, it's now yourself slick. I want to them bandits. Some pussy not know this. Visual. Yeah, man. Some boy now I'm not visual. That's why them blind. Hey. Johnny. Yeah, man. B-Flex. Dungeon. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh, no, 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 no. Them simmer, dungeon, them a sound killer. Oh my, Mr. Skull Crusher, and I no rum fish at punk in a rat. Pass me rusty terrors. Oh my dungeons, them a kill fuss, and I no rumpid mascot. Sim simmer, dungeons, them a sound killer. Oh my, Mr. Skull Crusher, and I no rum fish at punk in a rat. Pass me rusty terrors. Who are my dungeons? Them a kill fuss, and I no rampid mascot pussy. You this dungeon, you must kick the bucket. Batman they a baddest to play we have it. Anywhere we go in at the dance hall we drop it. Listen to the style and you listen to me lyrics. Dungeons now play no right now ribbit. Batman they a when me under me chalice. Pussy this program now your face me let me ratchet. Listen when dungeon drop it, I sing sim simmer. Dungeons them a sound killer. Oh my, Mr. Skull Crusher, and I no rum fish at punk in a rat. Pass me rusty terrors. Oh my dungeons them a kill fuss, and I no rampid mascot. But I told myself nobody else in the world can ever clash with how we name dungeons, and you know we are real bad man and we run the country. Pussy what them a this, them a fiscal this bad man them can't kill me. When dungeons them a play, kill them every day. Beanie man we are the son of the century. Well dungeons are the baddest thing, man are the baddest king. No pussy can't kill we. I mean no care who bad, none of them a go far. Bad man they you know me a call Sim Simmer. Dungeons them a sound killer. Oh my, Mr. Skull Crusher, and I no rum fish at punk in a rat. Pass me rusty taros. Who am I? Dungeons them a kill food, and I no rampid mascot. But I tell myself nobody else in the world can ever clash with how we need dungeons, and you know we are real bad man and we run the country. What's the one them a this? Them a fiscal a miss. This fat man them can't kill we. When dungeons them a play, kill them every stadium. Well done, chin and pop this on your hand up, play grammar. Attack them, boy, you beat up gummer. We ready for whatever fast man and rinse gunner. And big party fight the rifle and dagger. Boy, you said you want to turn. Dancing to my bus, top and lead. Jump on to the day you want to turn. One dancing and football in the minute. Jump there. Or the them later chant the most wicked man no response. Then they scope up on the rifle, it's a mile in distance. Then I would have said them bad and this one no resistance. Hear that king of clock is that it's a bad piston. For the right, the AK, the SK and the 6 months. But all my cement side in the instant. I'm looking at the thing I want the resistance. So tell them in a food when dancing no response. I'm a rinse out my gun and let blood in a cestan. Just married in a trance and celebrate up in a dance. So never let you go. Never did the program and never let you go. Dancing a big champion, we never let you go. Don't I cap them on the version, but I said oh, that's
What we do, give me a second to introduce the tune to the people. That's how we push it, man. That's how we push it, man.
not just food again. Some baby daddy got a big problem. You see the boy them on it. Them up. You see the boy them on it.
Me tell you respect to all the wicked man them, because the wicked man them keep some wicked man friend them fire wicked man friend come try a wicked man them and see if you not die by some wicked man them. Me tell you respect to all the wicked man them. Me tell you wicked man them keep some wicked man friend them fire wicked man friend come try a wicked man them and see if you not die by some wicked man them. Roll out militant with a heavy load. Pussy wall give me chat him and got dead and road. Me no only fire shot him at the head. Me chop them off as well, so you coulda see and take a roll. Roll out militant with a heavy load. Pussy wall give me chat him and got dead and road. Me no only fire shot him at the head. Me chop them off as well, so you coulda see and take a roll. tick.
run it, run it, run it, yeah, run it, yeah, run it, yeah. Still on the vibe, just another time. Beyond the reason to rhyme, yeah, it's just another time. This time is your time, like okay, you famous. This time, keep my time, like we're not gonna change this. Good times are on the way. Two glasses, we raise them, yeah. Cause we stuck in the vibe, beyond the reason to rhyme. Still, it's just another. This time is your time, like okay, you famous. This time keep my time, like we're not gonna change this. Good times are on the way. Two glasses, we raise them, but cheers. Beyond the reason and vibe, beyond the vibe. It's just another time.
I wish I could do something to help you too.
We'll be right back.